Hey guys, I want to record another prayer, and I'm going to pray for a handful of people. And this is kind of more of a personal thing, but I thought about sharing this morning. And I'm going to pray for my dad, or pray for one of my aunts, and one of my cousins, and the girl who's in prison who I'm still talking to. And mainly I was thinking about my dad, because when we hung out the day after Christmas, we got to spend some time together. And it was good, and we talked about a lot of things, and he told me that he was talking to his doctor about quitting drinking, or slowing down, and I'm not sure how much he said he drinks. It could be like a 12-pack a day or something, I'm not sure, but he's been drinking for a long time. There's been periods where he quit before, and particularly one period where he quit for quite a while. I don't know if it was a year, more or less, I don't know, but it was after I got out of rehab, and him and my mom got a divorce, and we were actually going to Alcoholics Anonymous together, and I was really happy about it because he changed, and I got to see kind of a different side of him, and I thought he was doing really good, and mom and him ended up getting back together, and I don't know all the situations, but he ended up drinking again, and I was very angry and upset when I found out about that, and this was a long time ago. Like when I was 18, I'm going to be 33 soon, but, and I was mad, and I was mad at the people who he drank with, some family members and some friends of his. I wanted to take it out on them. I just was really upset because he'd already had, a couple DUIs at this point, maybe 2 or 3, and, it caused problems with, him and mom, and problems with me, and everything else, and just the many different ways. He was a functioning alcoholic to a degree, always working, and he wasn't really like an overly violent alcoholic, he basically just drank, and until he would pass out or something, but anyway, I was really upset when he went back to drinking, and, I don't know if he's really had moments of quitting between now and then, but basically, he told me that, he was thinking about quitting again, and I told him that's good, and his doctor said that he shouldn't quit altogether at once. He's had it before to where when he doesn't have a drink, that he'll have the shakes and stuff, so he's, pretty addicted to it, been drinking for a long time. And it can be bad when an addict like that can suddenly just stop cold turkey, when alcohol is one of the worst things to stop cold turkey. And so his doctor was telling him, maybe just try to make the amount less each day. Just, 1 week, just, 1 beer less, and then the next week another less or whatever. Or try to mix in non-alcoholic beers with it. And I want to try to get him to try that Malta Goya drink that I drank that reminded me of beer. It was really good, actually, but, it has no alcohol, or it has like a very, very low alcohol percentage, but it's, it's not the same. Anyway, when he first told me, I told him it's good, but I kind of let it go in one ear and out the other, because, it's hard for me to understand if if I should take him seriously, if he's serious about it. And it just kind of dawned on me today that, yeah, I should, I should really encourage that. If he's saying that, maybe he's trying to open up to me and really does want to make a change. So he's going to be retiring soon, like within the next year and a half or so. And I got to thinking, maybe he really is serious about this. Maybe he's wanting to work on this to enjoy the rest of his life, with his retirement, and to quit drinking. So, but when people are addicted like that, even, when I was using drugs and different things, a lot of times maybe you have good intentions and you tell people that you want to quit, and you don't, because it's hard not to it's hard to quit when you're so addicted to substances. And, sometimes people just tell you what you want to hear, they're just saying stuff and there's no real truth behind it. Sometimes there's good intentions and they don't follow through. But it is good when people say that, I guess. Even I set goals, like wanting to go through all the Proverbs and stuff, and hopefully I still can by the end of the month, but I'd have to catch up a lot now, and but that's my intentions, but I think, sometimes saying your goals out loud, telling other people your goals kind of helps you to keep on track too, even if you can't follow up or whatever, if it's not perfect. But anyway, I thought, I should be praying about this. I should encourage it, should talk to him about it more, try to be supportive, but just also at the same time, just kind of, let it go through its course. So anyways, that's what I want to pray about with my dad, that, God does help him to quit drinking and put this on his heart more, and then help him get through the withdrawals and all that. That, he will be able to get this under control, and, it could be a miracle, really. With my mom having epilepsy her whole life and finally getting on the right medication where she's not having seizures really is a miracle. It's something I prayed about forever. And my dad, not drinking for years and stuff is hard for me to imagine also, but it could be a possibility, and it could definitely happen. So I want to pray for that. And the same thing with my aunt with smoking. She's got a lot of different health issues and stuff, but she's been smoking cigarettes for a long time, and her own mom, my grandma, died of lung cancer from smoking, so she knows it's not good, but it's a hard habit to kick. And I just talked to her for like 2 hours, and so she wants me to pray for her to quit smoking. And the girl who I'm talking to in prison is talking about wanting to start up smoking again when she gets out, which is ridiculous, and we've talked about it a lot. Talked about, is vaping a possibility? A lot of people say vaping's really bad, but then there's a lot of people that say it's better than smoking cigarettes because cigarettes are so bad also, and neither one of them's good. But we talked about, different things. If she does have that urge, what should she do? Give her other ideas to think about, but I really just want to pray that hopefully, when she gets out, she just doesn't jump right into smoking cigarettes again and start up a new bad habit all over again right off the bat. Or that if she does, that, she gets sick or something and she realizes that, this is, not what I want to do again. And I want to pray for a cousin who is down in the dumps, and I don't really know the situation, but he's been making Facebook posts and stuff about being pretty depressed, whatever the situation is, and I think that he struggles with depression sometimes, but it could be something new, it could be something really bad. I don't know any of the details about it, but I'm going to pray for it. So that'll be it. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for being so great, so loving, and thank you for giving us life, Lord. And we love all the friends and family and the people that you put in our lives. Help us to remember and think about them every day, their struggles, their needs, their wants, and to pray for them. And I thank you for placing this on my heart about my father, listening to him, and him wanting to quit drinking, bringing this back to my attention that, I should be praying about this. So God, I pray that my dad will follow through with this. I pray that, I ask you, God, to help me to help him. Help me to know, how to talk to him about it, how to go about, how can I help him, how can I be supportive without being overbearing and such. And I just pray that you'll make this easier on him, give him all the tools that he needs, even if, I don't know if he'll be willing to go to AA or something, but if that's a possibility, if that's something, that should be done, we could work on that. Just give me ideas and ways that I can be supportive, Lord, and I just pray that you make his taste for it go away, to where, it begins to not be pleasing to him anymore. And, I just want to interject here that one of the old preachers of church I used to go to, he talked about a woman who needed to quit smoking, and he said, the thing that I always pray for is that when the cigarette touches her lips that it'll taste like a dirty diaper. I thought that was funny. I don't know if I make the same prayer, but, I do want them to be disgusted by these things. Open my dad's eyes, my aunt's eyes to these substances more, I guess. I mean, they know the harmful effects. It's just the chemical, reliance, their body relying on these chemicals at this point. They've done it for so long. Please help my aunt to stop smoking. And with all of her other health issues, she's got osteopenia, I'm not sure, something to do with her bones. She's had high blood pressure, she said. I'm sure some other things, but, and I pray for this girl in prison, Lord, that you'll take away this, desire when she gets out, when she's released, that she won't want to smoke, that maybe it's just an idea that's in her head while she's behind bars and she's around so many people that want to continue using, and they want to continue, and they probably all talk about how they want cigarettes every day and stuff, and there's probably even some being snuck in, who knows, but hopefully when she gets out of that environment, Lord, I just pray that you'll place it in her heart that she'll realize, the dangers that smoking causes, and the financial, stress, that how much those cost and everything else, that she'll just think twice and stay away from it and not jump right back into that. And I also pray for my cousin, who's going through a tough time, whatever it is, Lord, just please meet him where he is and touch his heart and heal him and give him some hope. And if I speak to him, then give me the words to say and to listen, and help us to listen more and take things into consideration when people tell us things, because it's easy to let it go out of our ears, through one ear and out the other, and go on about our day. But sometimes, people say little things, give us little hints, about things that we should pray about, that we should latch onto. It didn't really occur to me more that until today, since the day after Christmas, and now it's like the middle of January, and it really kind of hit me today that, I should take my father seriously about wanting to quit drinking. And so, Lord, just thank you, and in Jesus' name I pray, amen. I don't know what else to say. Thank you, guys, and I pray for all of you going through whatever struggles you're going through. But, the important thing is to stay away from drugs and alcohol and cigarettes, because it's really hard to get away from it once you're in it so deep. So it definitely takes prayer. It definitely takes God. We need God for everything in our lives. But, it takes major willpower and transformation to drop that stuff. So thank you, guys. God bless.